And welcome back to Bitcoin Advisors channel. My name is Chris, bringing it to you from Westlake Village. Happy Monday to you all. And we got a bit of a pump and a dump here on the shorter term time frames. The higher time frames are still holding up pretty good. We're going to talk about Bitcoin price action and the potential new narratives out there. Looks like gaming's getting a bit of a run right now, and real world assets, as BlackRock is probably going to be touting that next as the next ETF. The Ethereum ETF is good to go, and the meme coins are certainly running. So we'll take a look at a couple of those, but just wanted to point this out. Perfect range on the hourly time frame from the high at 72,100 to the low at 66,162, and pretty much playing out the range pretty good. You know, bouncing, hitting the 786, back to the 236, to the 0.5, to the 236. Tagging the 618, breaking this trend line and getting sucked back in here. So if this doesn't immediately form some kind of a higher low, preferably around the 382 at 68,428, I'm going to look at this as a deviation, probably a run back to the bottom side of the range, somewhere around here. Picking up that last bit of liquidity before we move it onwards and upwards. We are making quite a big move here, and what am I talking about? One, the 12-hour time frame, extremely low volatility, and I do believe that this is going to resolve its way to the upside here. And what am I talking about? Well, by simply just taking out the prior 12-hour wick here at 70,380, probably going to get the next move at least to the range high here. Coming in at 72,142. But as volatility expands and lifts off above 20% here, the 12-hour can get you a 10 to 15% move pretty easily. So where would 10% take us? Up to about 76,000. And again, pointing out the head and shoulders formation on the 4-hour, we have a target, bit of a pennant formation forming here. Something like this, right? These break when they're 75% full. However, getting kicked back into the triangle immediately is not the the move of health and fitness when it comes to price action, but a quick little measure move would take us up to, about 74,000 or the all-time high. So we just want to get confirmation of, we got the higher high, we got the higher low, trend reversal on the 12-hour. What about the daily? And the daily is trying to close a higher low here in the next 22 minutes by closing anywhere above 68,684. That would be another higher low. And likely trend continuation. Just something to be aware of. The volume is coming in on this candle. And we are getting pushed back on the first pass. So, or the second pass in this zone here at 70,000. But this does look good. The daily RSI bouncing off the 50, regaining the exponential. And do we have any hidden bullish divergence where the price is making higher lows and the RSI is making lower lows? And yes, we do. 2 drives should get you a shot to the middle of the range, which some would say that already hit the middle of the range there. But I'm looking at this as a bit of a continuation signal. Again, the daily will flip up here above 68,615. So we are currently above there, as long as we don't lose 200 points here in the next 21 minutes, which we certainly could. And it is right on the line of peace and prosperity and death and despair. And here's what I'm talking about. Well, this green 55 on the hourly time frame with declining volatility, that is technically going to be a bounce area on the first pass. And where does that probably line up with the 0.5 fib here or the 618? So pretty darn close. That's where your traps come in. So trap to the upside, trap to the downside, and hopefully some continuation as we've been in a snail market here. Bitcoin's been trading sideways between 71,000 and, gosh, sorry, call it 71,000, 72,000, and 60,000 bucks for the last 70 days. I do expect an explosive move here. Hopefully sooner than later. And what is going to be the catalyst? Is it going to be the retailers piling in? Is it going to be the ETF? Is there going to be some kind of news out there in the market? Checking out the fear and greed. The fear and greed index, we're in the greedy zone at a 73 and not getting a whole lot from that. I did want to bring up high block capital here, so I'm just going to move this over here. People are net long, so if they want to grab the liquidity on the shorts here, you know, could it come all the way down to the pink bubble here at 100? I think there's 100. What does it say? 100. I saw 145 million there. 100 and maybe I was missing something. But needless to say, there's liquidity here at 71.1 and 71.9. Call it 71.8. So if this is going to be a bit of a trap, a short-term bear trap to the downside, then I would expect things to recover pretty quickly. If not, you know, they're probably just going to come back down and grab the liquidity one more time. Let's take a look at the heat map here for good old Bitcoin. So you can see we popped up, hit the bright yellow, and now are we going to come for the bright yellow down here at 66.5 is the question. Definitely don't want to see any 4-hour closures below the line in the sand. The line in the sand, which is this guy right here at 60,600. As long as we're above there on the 4-hour, I am going to be bullishly biased for the higher term time frames, to say the least. Checking in on the 5-day, we are still to the upside. The 4-day, going to close in another 1 day and 2 hours. Good thing. PMARP looks good. We just want to see that expansion start to happen on the 4-day. We've got another 1 day and 1 hour there. The 2-day, basing off the 9 exponential on declining volatility, are we going to be losing some of the steam here is the question. Are we getting kicked back into the range and, you know, going to play out some more downside once again? Here's why I'm goosing the odds also in the favor of the bulls. The dollar is breaking down right now. Dollar breakdown. So, dollar down, risk assets typically go up. NASDAQ had a nice recovery, bullish recovery there on the day. Low volatility, expansion from here, and NASDAQ probably does end up, you know, all the way up at 20,000 bucks. S&P did the same thing. Again, low volatility on the green 55, expecting a bit of a bounce. And if NASDAQ decides to bounce, S&P decides to bounce, in general, I would suspect that is good or bullish for the market in general. Other than that, I think I'm going to leave you guys off with that. Bitcoin dominance, just checking in on that really quick. We are, looks like, going for another retest here. We just don't want to see it break back into the channel, or specifically back above 56%. Otherwise, altcoins probably going to take it on the chin. On the chinny chin chin for the altcoins, Bitcoin dominance. And I did want to check in on ETH Bitcoin. So dollar's down. Dollar is down. ETH BTC, let's see, where is my chart? Where is my chart? I guess I'll give another shameless shill here for cryptcourses.com. If you want to learn how to stack sats using technical analysis, you can start here for free. Just click on the link in the description below. And yeah, if you don't know what we're talking about, a lot of that gets explained in there. It's free for 30 days. You can join the Discord as well, and a community of traders. All right. I guess we will take a look at open interest on Bitcoin to see what's going on right now. Open interest is coming down as prices coming down. So shorts are, longs are getting stopped out. Longs are getting stopped out. Let's take a look at funding rates, which I don't suspect are negative, which they are not. More specifically on the daily time frame, anytime that they have began to go negative, well, it's turned into a bit of a bounce here. And just kind of reiterating the stance on Bitcoin that, hey, look, we did have the halving. What happens after the halving? Well, after the last halving, Bitcoin consolidated for 72 days before breaking out and retesting. 72 days there on the second halving. That was the third halving, the second halving. 158-day consolidation. And this one was 45 days. So it's to be expected to get some sideways, boring chop here in the summer. But we are not anywhere near 75 days, which call that the even number. Let's put it on a daily just to see exactly how many days we are in. So 73 days would take us to July 24th. Sorry, July 1st. July 1st, another month of sideways chop and consolidation. Okay, we mentioned we're going to take a look at some of the real-world assets. Link. I'll add that one. Ondo. That one. And then let's just take a look at some of the meme coins. Degen, that is the Tron meme coin. Brett is the meme coin on base. Ethereum is Pepe, which I tend to agree that Pepe is probably going to continue with some more fun to the upside. And then what's another one? Brett on base. On Solana, you have Whiff. So again, memes have been a hot narrative. Wow, Brett's up 48% today. Holy smokes. Brett on base, looking strong here on the day. 48%, high volume candle. Looks like continuations to me. Brett on base. 12-hour massive higher low. Wow, everybody bought the dip there. And where's the potential breakout target if we do get an explosive parabolic blow off top? About 21 cents. We're at 7 cents now. That is a 88% gain from where we're at today. Let's see if Pepe can give us any love here. Pepe. A nice bearish engulfing candle on the day almost, and does look like it wants to come back down to the green 55. But this one has been straight up to the right. And as you can see, as we broke this trend, started to break down, now we're getting a double top. As long as we don't close below this middle wick, if we close anywhere on the 12-hour below this level at 1324, then I would suspect a move all the way down, a greater move down to about 932 for Mr. Pepe. But willing to bet this one does have some long-term continuations. Long-term continuations to the upside. And that would be a perfect test of this trend line. I'd probably consider that a buying opportunity. Probably gets bought up. Okay, so Pepe is the official meme coin on Ethereum. Whiff is the official meme coin on Solana this year, this round. And just to give you an idea, why Pepe could potentially go up quite a bit more. Well, it's about the market cap. So, coin market cap. Pepe, give us a little love here. Pepe the frog, it's just a picture of a dang frog. But look what it's done since since February of 2024. Had you only bought some, you would have made a lot of money. Wow. Market cap, 6 billion. This could go to 60 billion. We've seen meme coins such as, let's say, Shiba Inu. The Shiba crew. That's not the right one. Shiba Inu, number 11, $14 billion market cap. At the height of the market, price, volume. I don't even know how high the market cap was at that point. Oh, let's see, market cap. 35 billion. So SHIB knocking it out there quite higher. That's why I think, you know, Pepe probably has some more room to go. Why? Pepe is, again, a $6 billion market cap with dog with hat. Another picture of a dog, guys. A picture of a dog, and we got a $3 billion market cap. So Pepe's double of what WIF is. And yeah, just throwing out some ideas, not financial advice, not a financial advisor, but thought you guys might want to take a look at this one as well. DGen. This is the #1 meme coin on Tron. And Dogecoin. How's Doji? I know Jackson, heads up to you out there. Jackson, I know you're a big Dogecoin fan. But where's the mid-range? Right here. We got a shot up to the perfect shot to the 0.5 and just stretching it out a little further just to see, going back from these lows over here, right? This is where the explosive move happened. What do you know? You come down to the 382, base off there. Once, twice, back above the 618. And yeah, the question is, are we going to come back down one more time, tag that 382? If we lose that level, that's your warning sign that the doggy coin, the doggy coin mania is short-lived here. Short-lived. Checking in on Rune as well. Let's see how that trade set up is looking here on the 2-hour time frame. Oh, it's looking fairly good. Looking fairly good, like it may just finally happen. To be fair, you would have gotten stopped out, but a lot of times the signal goes and you get a liquidity grab like that, which what that is, coming down, grabbing the liquidity. Everybody's stop losses were right below this wick. We grabbed it. If we can reclaim this 616, it's going to look good for a much bigger move. But for now, Rune's still kind of in the weeds here. All right, that's it out of me today, guys. I hope you have a blessed and highly favored rest of your day. I will be back tomorrow, and I look forward to seeing you then. Take care.